And he was basically trying to say that he don't find she should be hanging around men, and especially the ones that she surf with. Mind you guys, she's a surfer. And he don't like her posting in bathing suits. Mind you guys, she's a surfer.
Tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure.
And modeling, he don't like that she modeled in bathing suits. And I mean, she's a surfer. You knew she was a surfer when you got with her, and she was a whole bad bee. When you got with her, that's what attracted you to her. My legs wide open, but this is how it is.
Oh, you can see me again. Hi.
Ready?
And go. It's so wild that we can't hear it. Oh my God. Oh, we can.
Let me take it off.
So what's
going on?
We are here.
Yo, we're just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Yeah.
Fucked up the lyrics.
We here.
But we here in Submarine still. Episode
13 with 13.
You think I could actually know when it's 21?
21.
Well, when we reach there.
It's how you to say 20. Yeah. We gonna reach there though.
Oh my gosh.
Even being in SM, I feel like we gonna reach there, the motivation and everything we get. But let me get into it real quick.
What I gotta do? It's me.
I really hope the people that are watching right now just see what happened, because that was epic. That gonna be in a snippet. Who's me?
Sorry, guys. It's me, HadieLeonie.
And it's your girl, JojoRenée. And you can see after a break, we need a little re-up. But you are tuned into Bite the Bullet podcast, episode numero 13, aka Tracy 13. We're going to have to start learning different languages with the numbers, because I don't know, I feel like un, deux, trois. I know French.
We could go to 13 in French?
Nah, not the fuck. Never mind. Moving on. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
And please hit the bell notification, because we are back. So now you can be notified when we upload.
Yeah. And I keep pushing that if you like an episode, or even if you don't like the episode, I don't care.
Yeah.
Share it to somebody and be like, watch this.
Yo.
Because I realize word of mouth is really big on...
Yeah, especially in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We noticed that being down here, even when I went to Saba, some people really don't know about things until people tell them. And depending on who tell you is how invested you're going to be in. If Sheila down the road tell me, and I don't really care about Sheila, I'm going to be sitting and be like, okay, cool, I'm going to check it out. But if I don't know, Andy, my neighbor, who we just talk a lot with, come tell me, yo, check this out, I might actually check it out.
You have a neighbor named Andy for you?
Nah.
Oh.
Maybe a goat. But yes, so guys, we're here in SM.
Yes.
How has it been?
It's the end of summer, though.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not an end, but yeah, it's the end. It's the end. What is the date of the end of summer? Is it September or August?
I feel like when you gotta go back to work. But I can't come. You can't take me as an example because I work in education.
Yeah.
But I don't know how everybody else feel about summer.
I gonna Google it.
I feel like in Holland, when the temperatures get back to 13, 14,
True.
15. But I was September.
Yeah, but this summer wasn't even summer in Holland.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like I had summer there. Sorry. I had summer there before I come here, the heat.
Cause I spoke to my sister and she was like, I'm going to buy a jacket. Yeah, around the 19th, mid-July to end of July. She's like, I'm going to buy a jacket right now because it's actually cold and people don't expect that.
I actually want to check the temperature as we speak. Right
it should be 18, 17 degrees, which is not cold, but it's not hot. It's July. Usually we get up to 26, 28.
But I feel like we had that right before I come here. It was really hot. It was
bad.
No breeze.
But it was up and down. It had a day.
It had a storm right before I come to St. Martin. It had the storm.
Hello, when I was catching my flight.
Oh yeah.
I almost got stuck in the Netherlands, and you know what was wild? I'm on the airport, and the alert you get on your phone. everybody's phone was going off. You know what it is to hear that in the airport before you have to take a flight? And it's not us. You know how it sounds. It's like, I'm like, oh my gosh. I was on the phone with my mother. I was like, Mommy, I don't like this. And I had to say bomb by mistake. Because I was like, it sounds like somebody bombing up the place because the sound like a no. But don't say bomb in the airports, guys, please.
Oh, it's like...
It's 13 degrees.
Okay, but see, I don't mind the 20s, 22s, 21s, and 19s.
When they have
really?
wind. When they have wind.
Okay, yeah.
I want to be half naked.
But it's raining at the same time. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, sorry for the Netherlands. Summer ain't really summering. But how has it been being home? Like, how does it feel?
Oh, well, everybody now was here in April to me. So I feel like I didn't leave.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I've been having that lately. Like, every time I come back home, I feel like I didn't leave. But I didn't have that when I used to come back in the beginning, if that makes sense.
It does make a lot of sense. Because I had that. But for COVID, I didn't have that. When I came back, so I think I stayed in Holland the longest I ever did because it was like, I think 2 years or something. And then COVID passed and then I came down. That's when I felt like I left. Because things change. Yes. Like, I think because you come back and nothing really changes. The fact that I came back and things was just different, the energy was different, people was different.
Yes. That was in 2021 when we come? Or you had come before
yeah. That was 2021. You see how I always get a date wrong. Guys, we've been doing radio shows and I get a date so wrong. Like, I'm like, yeah. Me get close to
2018. Yeah. But no, 2021 I feel different because that was not my first time since Irma. But it was the first time since COVID and seeing how the island itself had changed since COVID for real.
I don't know if you had it, but when I had to go back Sabre after COVID, everybody was so grateful for life. But it only lasted like a year.
But like, how it was different.
Like, the vibe was different. People seemed so together. People seemed happier. I don't know. I just really felt a light energy. But then a year passed and it was like,
back to
revert.
Normal.
Yeah, I feel like with COVID, a lot of people just realized that you can't take life for granted.
Yeah.
But then they started taking life for granted again.
I feel like that's the whole world, though.
Yeah.
Everywhere, like, back to normal, basically, and now we're in a whole recession.
We're in a recession. We're in an uncertainty of technology. We're in a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot is going on, guys.
But how you feel being here? It
feels amazing being home. Here, it feels different. Because now I'm like on work vacation. So for me, I feel like I'm manifesting my future as I'm here. Because I feel like this is my present and this will be my future because I love to just travel. And being home with my parents feels good because I miss them. Y'all best listen to this. And yeah, I genuinely feel it's necessary to leave Europe yearly. That's my goal in life. That's why I'm okay with staying there because I have the luxury of coming here. And this is more value because now I have to like wait for it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it feels good, man. My skin glowing, skin showing,
shining all the time.
But yeah, what did we do? Let's have a recap of our.
As you say, we've been really working though, because it's like we had to put in episodes.
We had 4 radio interviews. 3 episodes. 3.5.
3.5. Oh yeah.
Filming content. Filming content.
But it's also just the up and downing and like getting people to listen to the podcast and talking about it and like really promoting ourselves here. And
also finding ourselves more here. In a sense of like, this is a new environment for us. So I feel like for us, this is also a learning experience. It's also an experience we could reflect on and revisit and see how it's like catered to the podcast. And for me, it's been fun. Like I've never been on a radio show.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like we did it so effortlessly. Not to hype us up, but
honestly it's because
we do a podcast.
We have the mics in front of us.
Yeah.
I just think it's different we was talking about that. It's different now being the guest.
Exactly.
Because it's like you don't know what a person gonna ask.
No.
You don't like
what they gonna talk about.
And we have our general like not script, but we know what we because
we know what we about.
Because they ask the same questions mainly, like how we start, what it's about, what we talk about, how we know each other, da.
You feel we mention anything that we never mentioned on here? They ask us why we choose to go to YouTube, like why we choose audio and video. I don't know if we ever mentioned that here. I feel like our listeners know, like some of y'all like to see the audio, the video, and then some of y'all just like to listen. And for me, my main thing was our facial expressions say a lot.
Yeah.
Like me and you can't hide it. If we ain't saying it, you seeing it. So I feel like for some people that added value of the looks, but also even the snippets.
Yeah, no, the snippets was a really big part of like how we get where we get.
Yeah.
So I definitely, because I say on the interview like, in the beginning, I wasn't against a video.
No,
but I was more so like,
setup.
why we YouTube, I guess. I think that was more so it.
You just didn't want the whole, like the YouTube system, like you know how people do like the Q&As type thing, even though that's something I fucks with. More on the, what you call that, the ASMR.
Because nowadays, yes, podcasts that get really popular recently, like in the past 2-3 years, they're definitely on YouTube. Yeah. But if you listen to like, I would say the OG podcasts from like 5-6 years ago, none of them on YouTube.
The ones who was at the beginning of the wave.
That never had video. Facts. And that's kind of where my mind was. But now, times change. And so everybody on YouTube. So, but I guess it, and I value it now. Yeah. But for me, the question I didn't expect is when, shout out to Super, when he was like,
Super duper.
I had really liked that he had like nush stuff from
honestly,
the podcast.
when we reach on the,
he won a blanket for me.
I had appreciate that.
I should have come in my blanket.
I think us being interviewed also taught me a lot for who we bring on the podcast, where it's like, we do research, but the research they did, especially Super, he really, I feel like he watched all our episodes. He was saying the numbers in Spanish, and it was
had no what it was about.
It felt good.
Really like that.
It felt good.
But he had asked us what was I guess he asked us what is something I can't remember. I know my answer though.
What was your answer?
When I was like, how we work with each other, putting in the work and like, doing the research on who coming on. I think he was asking
how did we grow, or what we learned from.
What have we learned the most from having this podcast? Yeah. Of course, like I kind of thought about it, but I didn't think about it.
Because you're just
really,
doing it.
Like, and I was like really and truly like,
You learn more. Like, I feel like we learn more from the work that goes into it. Because like you mentioned on the shows we had, people think this is easy. And I'm not saying that it's hard so you can't do it. I'm saying you can't do it, but it's not a walk in the park. No. Where it's like so many things was trial and error for us. And I feel like a lot of listeners realized that when we was in London, when our audio didn't register.
But even the first episode here, Jody holding the whole house mic.
Guys, my finger was so numb. You go back and watch that episode of Ralph Cantav. My fingers were numb.
But you see, the thing is, in NL, we would have get the stands the next day. We were still waiting for the
stands and the mic.
We still didn't get a mic, the last mic.
But I think that also teaches like, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta just find substitutes, you gotta find solutions and just roll with the punches in a sense. And I think was what I appreciate about us, like we could take it in a sense of like, sometimes it could get us down or we feel like shit. But we keep it moving. We don't stay down for too long.
That was the question that had me though.
Yeah.
I think. But also Electra, shout out to Electra too. She was like, it was a question at the end. Oh, what I would want to say at the end of if I want to leave any message. I was like,
I hope everybody has a nice summer. I thought that was a proper thing to say. For me, I was like, just plug in where to find us and then we're out. But no, I thought it was a proper thing to say. And then you just kind of let everybody know, like, become a part of the community.
Yeah, true.
It's an ever-growing community. And I feel like St. Martin has contributed to it, like, a hell of a lot. So for me, definitely, especially with SM being like my second home, it's been nice to just be immersed into the environment that's really been supporting us. So shout out to all y'all from SM. Even when we got off the first interview and we was walking on the road and a girl was like, y'all was just on the radio? That feels so good. Just hearing that is like, yo, people listening to us. So
I really appreciate my people. But it's summer and I was just like, I realized summer is when I think of like the best times of my life, a lot of it is like just summertime. Because even when I was living here and I had my like Maya, Renisha, even Megan, she was younger, but she was there. And like we used to like, because Renisha was way older, And she always used to drive. She teach me how to drive, and that's a fun fact. Oh, I should have did that with the...
Guys, I still can't drive.
She's fun drive. No, I was going to do that with the two.
Oh!
Like, one of my friends teach me how to drive. Because she dead ass teach me how to drive. Because it was her father driving school.
Yeah.
So how dare she had, like, give me the lessons. So, like, summer we used to really be on road, just doing the most all over in the hills and, like, all over the place.
That.
And then, like, when I just think back on coming back home from living in NL, like, that was really the times that I just remember in my life. And I just feel like summertime vibes. It not giving 2017 one dance, but, like,
Yeah.
to me, that was a really good summer. 2017?
For me, it was 2016.
Why?
2016. I don't know. That was the summer after I first moved up NL. I felt like I was that girl. Because
It was up there or you come
No, I had come back down. And I don't know, it just, for one, after you move up, you come back home and it feels like
you do feel like,
That's when it really felt different. But everybody also just was so lit that summer. I don't know what, Carnival was really good. Like, I was in SM for a little bit. That, you know me in hotel life.
Yeah.
It was lovely. So, yeah.
What do you think is the things that you value? I know for me, like, summertime is like the music, the songs that just come out in summertime I really like.
For me, it's the food. Hands down food.
Number one.
The
food.
The food.
Domino's.
And going to the beach and coming home and having a really good nap. I really value that. Like heavy.
Those things. And then I just feel like it's easier to see your friends and like chill versus when you're working out. Back then was student life.
Yeah, you just let go, you relax.
Yes. And that's what I really value about summer. And the weather.
Big facts. Because NL heat is not SM heat.
No.
NL heat, it's like they put you in an oven because it's very humid and it's just trash. And then when you come down here, okay, it's hot. But I don't know, it just feel like nutritious heat up there.
Or an air fryer. But air fryer got air? No, like an oven.
I just realized what you say.
I don't know, but all in all, I just feel like it's good vibes. I feel like I'm happier.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that on an episode. Like, I just feel like I'm happier with the weather. Maybe I did.
You did. Because I was saying how when it's gray, I depressed.
Yes, it did. And I just feel like I'm just happier. And, of course, I run my family. Jody also get to meet a lot of my family.
You're lovely, guys.
Just, like...
and I can see you, like, I can see little traits from Hadie. I'm like, oh, yeah.
And my mother
see where she
or
gets
my
it
family?
from in your family.
Really?
Yeah. I love it, though. Like, your mother is really funny. I know you're going to watch this. You're so funny. And she gave me a bunch of mangoes and I really appreciate it. And she's just a vibe.
Yeah, my mother is a whole... I don't know. I feel she need a YouTube channel following her on camera.
Honestly, though.
My father's the way more chill one.
It's a good balance.
Yeah, but just, I don't know, like my uncles, I realize like why I really love banter is because that's how we just talk to each other in my family. Like,
yeah, same.
Like,
you can't be serious.
No,
and it's necessary. I feel like the families that joke together stay together, honestly. Because when you take everything serious, I'm sorry, it takes the fun out of life.
Oh, yes. But I don't know, it's just happiness all around. But this is the first time we back since we had guests. We was back, but we had guests. And I feel like we didn't get into...
what all we missed.
Because when we came back was with Ralph. But I feel like when we take our break, we missed a lot.
And I'm thinking of the last time we had an episode with just the two of us. Because I think that was 5 episodes ago. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Before Ash.
Where we did a little detox. But, yeah. So
what detox?
I'll get into that after this episode. Yeah, so.
I don't know. No, but I feel like we missed a lot.
Yeah,
like
Submarine.
A lot of shit been happening. You say you didn't even know about the Kiki Palmer thing.
I knew about it, but I didn't know about it. I knew her man called her out and that Twitter was coming for him. But I didn't know what people were saying. All I know is I find it wild that he called her out. And
but you had seen the Usher thing video. Yeah.
And her bumpsy.
Yeah.
But she had looked good.
But also was wild. Okay, summary. But I feel like if you don't know...
Where are you
what
living?
Are you doing? But basically Kiki Palmer, and I feel like it's her internet at this point. Like... She been looking amazing, but she said body, yaddy, like since she get her baby. I feel like I need to pat my nose. And then It's like, it's been on internet, and I feel like, I personally think, but I'm getting to that bit. So she went to the Usher concert, as everybody know. Usher doing his residency in Las Vegas, as some people do.
What's a residency?
So apparently in Las Vegas, you, especially if you have like a long catalog, a big catalog of music, every night basically you perform in this place in Las Vegas.
Oh.
But you making money because it's like people paying like 2, 3, 4, could be up to thousands to come and watch you.
Just come and watch you.
Yes.
Okay.
But you're doing it for like a couple of months.
Wow.
So like Celine Dion do it, Jennifer Lopez had do it. I think she was right before Usher, and now Usher doing it. And so a lot of celebrities going to watch him.
I saw Taraji P. Henson went.
She did her thing.
Yeah, she
did. And so Keke Palmer went with her friends, her girl, and apparently she had on a dress where her little booty was out, but in mesh.
But exactly. It was one of them mesh dresses with polka dots, and she had like a bodysuit, a black bodysuit underneath, and then you could see her butt cheeks.
Yeah,
but
people also didn't like that when Usher come to sing. She was into it.
Whew. I ain't gonna lie, I was watching it. And if I was her man's, I would get a little like,
you would get
why you touching my woman like that? But I would address it privately.
But that was the whole thing. He, instead of just addressing that he had feel away about that. Because I think everybody have their preferences. That goes back to the dancing with people.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that. Like, you could have just
addressed that privately.
Addressed that when she get home. But this man went on the internet and said, you a whole mother. Basically trying to shame her for what she had on. She didn't have it on. But he ain't even talking about the fact that how Usher was all up in her face and how she was all up on her. Like, he mentioned none of that. And then he went into the whole, I the man of the house type of thing. And, like, I have standards. It was 2 tweets that really blew up. It was first the one with the, your whole mother, why you just said that, and the whole, as the man of the house, I should be able to have standards and I have certain morals and things. But I see a woman on TikTok saying the moment you say that, you're trying to say that she don't have any morals. Or standards.
Like, really, what are you trying to say?
Yes. And that's where it went left because everybody was like, he was trending as Keke Palmer's baby daddy, not even his name.
Yeah, because who knows him? I'm sorry, but if we didn't know you was with Keke Palmer, we wouldn't know you.
No, at all. But his brother apparently was insecure.
Okay. We're in a cafe somewhere. Sorry, but yeah, it's rough. But yeah.
No, but for me, I personally think their relationship kind of become like the whole Rihanna and A$AP Rocky thing. Like, she's really blowing up now. And he's in the background.
He's like a backup dancer.
And I think he started to feel
a type of way.
But
I feel like he need to take notes from A$AP. A$AP just, he cherishes Rihanna in a way that you could see. Yeah.
Even like the videos they've been posting recently, like, this man love her now.
He really does. And he admires her. I feel like she inspires him to the point where she inspires him and she shines bright, but doesn't take away from his light.
No.
And I think that's what Mr. Man could have kind of realized.
But I don't know. He's not even making music anymore, so I don't know how he will do. I don't know if I have lights on him right now, A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like it just says a lot about a man, how you handle that.
Exactly.
Somebody better do.
Yeah. But he said he going to come back. Sorry, guys. We in a studio and wait, hold on. Okay. C'est bon.
Okay.
We're back. We're back.
So we had to go open the door.
Yeah.
For the lovely. I said loveless.
The loveless? The loveless?
Lovely picture.
LV.
Studio owner, Elvis.
Yeah.
So what was I saying? Oh, A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
So I just feel like why he didn't come like that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is Keke Palmer moment. Like, you just kill all this.
And everything. I feel like you know Keke Palmer before you got with Keke Palmer. Like, I think especially for a lot of guys and women, you know who you're getting with in a sense. So to kind of know that and then come for them when they are themselves is a bit much.
I want to get into this a little bit because I wasn't on IG a lot before. Oh, that's when you went to TikToks?
No.
But I've been living on TikTok more, and this girl has explained it perfectly. Like, a lot of man confusing having a preference with standards.
I know that
You see
video.
the video?
I know that. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I feel like, because they even go back to the whole Jonah Hill one, that was also on the internet. I don't know if you see that one.
What with him and
His ex-girlfriend. Because a lot of people was like, the problem with Keke Palmer on is that he could have just addressed that home, and everybody would have kind of understand him feeling a way about it.
Exactly.
But then a week later, Jonah Hill's girlfriend come out and revealed the text messages of a conversation that Jonah Hill had with her.
Oh.
And he was basically trying to say that he don't find she should be hanging around men, and especially the ones that she surf with. Mind you guys, she's a surfer. And he don't like her posting in bathing suits. Mind you guys, she's a surfer.
Tell me you're insecure without telling me you're insecure.
And modeling, he don't like that she modeled in bathing suits. And I mean, she's a surfer. You knew she was a surfer when you got with her, and she was a whole bad bee. When you got with her, that's what attracted you to her. But a lot of men think, no, okay, now that I'm with you, I could control the narratives because this is my standard. But really, your preference is a girl that don't post in bathing suits. Your preference is a girl that maybe don't have male friends. Yeah. But that's not the same as a standard. Exactly. Because we all have different standards out here. Exactly. But if you want a girl like that, get a girl like that. But don't get a girl that's doing the whole opposite out there. Mm-hmm. And then when you get with her, expect her to now convert to what you want or expect, I guess.
What would you say is then standards?
To me, standards is linked to, that could be linked to your morals.
And your core values.
But that could also be linked to your preference. But like, a standard is like, kind of like a boundary. No, she said it was boundaries.
We could go back to the height thing. My preference is 6'2", 6'5". My standard is somebody with ambition.
Good.
Okay. Just for example, because when I hear it, it's like, okay, as a listener, I wouldn't know how to tell the difference. But yeah.
But I think she even meant it saying it's a boundary, kind of, not even standard. Because, like, a boundary for Jonah Hill was you can't be with males. Yeah. You can't post. Like, that's... And he even say hanging around with friends that don't have much going for themselves. Like, you're coming for my friends now. Oof. So, I don't know what her friends be on. But, I mean, like...
Surfboards?
I don't know. Yeah. But, I mean, like, I guess that's his boundary. I'm going to take away standard. But, like... Then your preference is then somebody that doesn't do that. And I try to think for myself, like, what would be...
a boundary?
To me, a preference...
Let me hear it. What?
I'm going to say it's black man. But I also not going to not
is a boundary?
That's also my boundary.
Girl, I understand.
That's a horrible example. Oh, no. I guess my preference would be Caribbean. Yeah. But my boundary would be what?
I don't know. Somebody who's family oriented.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're very family oriented.
Yeah. If you have a bunch of issues with your family, like, no.
Yeah. That's no. But yeah, I feel like in the beginning, you're going to realize what boundaries getting... Like, you know when you get with somebody who they are. Yeah. So I feel like, I mentioned it in another episode too, some people set boundaries for their insecurities. Y'all just need to talk about it. No. But also, I feel like, okay, so as a woman, right, we get a lot of attention. And what I realized, sometimes you just need to reassure a man and let him know, like, babe, it's only you. Like, I don't care about these other people who watching me. It's nice. Because some men like that women get attention. Like, I don't know if you ever hear it. Like, men like that. This gonna sound wild, right? Let me know if you agree. But, like, men like when other men look at a girl because they know she booming. But the other way around, too, though. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, but, yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, that level of communication and the level of reassurance that you have, that you're so strong in your relationship. But you feel like you have to say that? No, but I feel like sometimes, you know, like when they say you got to bring 100, sometimes your man might not be 100. Sometimes he might be feeling insecure today and do some dumb shit like go on Twitter and say, oh, you a whole mother. And I'm not saying they should do that, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes we have moments. I have moments where I could be insecure. I ain't even gonna lie. And I have moments where I know I'm that bitch. But you're not gonna put it on the internet. No, but for them, I think it's a level of they on they're in the public eye. So I don't think they should put it on the internet. I think for him is like, if we was normal people, I could easily address this privately. I'm not going to put it on my status. My friends don't need to know. But the fact that this is public, everybody in the mother seeing this, I'm addressing this online.
But the thing is, if he had shut up, nobody would have said nothing.
He should have shut up.
Like, nobody would. But I get what you mean. Like, but I think the way you could reassure that is just how you love on a daily basis. I feel like how I love on a daily basis would let you know you're the only person. That's what I mean. It's like, I don't know if I would say it necessarily, but I feel like in how I move and act already, you should know. I
think it depends on the person you're with. Because if your partner's love language is words of affirmation, they're going to need that. Like, I know how you, but that's also a thing I learned. People think you got to love people in your love language, but you got to love people in their love language.
No, but I mean, words of affirmation is one of mine too now. Yeah. But like, I don't need to hear, oh, you're my number one.
No, I get you.
But I need to hear how you like feel about me. And and that's what I mean. Like if I telling you on a daily basis how I feel about you.
No, that then for sure.
Like why I love you or whatever. And I'm showing it to you. That in itself is already showing you. Yeah. There's nobody else.
Exactly. But that's what I meant, the reassurance.
Yeah, but I don't know if I wouldn't know how to.
But I feel like Kiki knows she the shit. So for her it's like she know who she is. And I feel like in her
big Virgo.
Yeah, in her in that thing with Usher, she knew it wasn't nothing deep. So for him to now go online and blow it up like that, yeah, she taking like this.
I think I had to tell you that she have a podcast too. And she literally with her mother and him on the episodes was saying, I do not want my business online.
Oh, yeah.
And then she literally was like, her mother asked her, what you would do if a woman come and tell you, yeah, I was with, I see your man. She was like, and I saw your man.
Yeah. Like, so what now?
Like, she really was like, I'm not with it. And then a month later for you to do that. And people was also talking about how, like, he literally posed her twerking in a panty and a bra.
But now, because she with Usher is a problem.
These are my confessions. But sorry guys, if it's Usher, and this is why I mean, like, maybe I feel like Usher, like I used to listen to Usher on a fucking Walkman and a CD player, with the little headphones. You tell me if I got called on stage and this man singing to me, like I'm not going to really like
indulge in that experience.
In that moment.
Get it together. Like if Rihanna invites you on stage, well, I mean, she's taken out. But like, come on.
If you feel a way if like Rihanna put your man up on stage. Like I'd push him.
It's part of their job in a sense where I know she not coming for my man. She's putting on a show. No. So yeah, y'all need to get it together.
I don't.
But yeah.
I feel like that was one of the biggest things that happened in Submarine Gate.
Guys.
I think it was this or 2 weeks.
I just think that was a distraction.
No.
You know me. I always come with my theories. I definitely think that was a distraction. I think...
For what? The actual people last time?
No, for something that was going on under the wraps that they wanted our attention somewhere. Because the amount of headlines, one little chip submarine get... I'm sorry.
I think people were just so... This guy explained it. Because I think the first time I see that, I bust out laughing. And it had made me feel like, wow, like, am I really that shit of a person that, like, I bust out laughing? But this guy on TikTok explained it so perfectly well. He was just like, we reached to the point where it's like, y'all spend together over $1 million to go down to the Titanic and end up imploding. Whereas people in the, $250,000 per person. Some people not going to even see that in 5, 6, 7 years of their lives. And you went and do that for a trip under the sea. Under the sea. In Little Mermaid week.
And you implode.
And shit. It was around the same week Little Mermaid come out.
But I don't know. I find that was wild. Like a bunch of rich people going to see where a bunch of people die. Wow.
And so I get what you mean. It was a distraction. But I think people were just so taken aback. Like, y'all, with $1 million, you could have really helped a bunch of homeless people on the street.
Thank you.
In the middle of a recession, you could have bought groceries for people. In the middle of a recession, you could have helped people pay their rent and their mortgages.
Their prices. No, but it's fast.
And I think people were just really like, this is what rich people do it.
No, it's fast. Like, and the ship was controlled by what?
Fucking PlayStation controller.
That's why I don't get it.
Sorry.
I feel like, when a story gets wilder and wilder, you're checking like, nah, this have to be something that's just taking my mind off. I just don't get it. And with the media and everything, because I saw a video where a guy say, we found out that it imploded way after it actually imploded.
Yeah.
Like the media knew it imploded before, but it was prolonging the attention to the story. It was keeping people focused on what is the outcome, what's on the next episode of Ocean Gate.
Because it was like 3 days.
Yeah.
I thought it was really trying to find them, but no, because y'all didn't go off under the water for them at all until the end.
Okay, guys, I am not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm bored. I'm joking. What if these man had a bunch of taxes to pay and they're checking like, yo, let's just all fake our debt, jump in a submarine.
I was thinking that now.
Yeah, dip out on another submarine.
I was like, what if they just sit alive? And
go to Turks and Caicos. I mean,
they just living their best life, like Ralph. What his name is? We also missed that. Russell Simmons, you know Russell Simmons?
Yeah.
That he have a bunch of like sexual assault cases. So this man moved to Bali, and apparently
I didn't know that.
when you live Bali, you can't get extradited back to America. So this man is living in Bali to avoid jail time because he basically raped and assaulted a bunch of women.
That way. But if you had $1 million, what would you do?
Real estate.
Big facts.
Like I always just say that whenever I talk to people about this. To me, like that's the biggest that's the best investment because you're getting something that's really like tangible.
Exact. Assets.
But also it gives back.
Exact.
So that's always in my mind.
Yeah, because it goes up in percentage, like what? Every year. I ain't gonna lie. I would do real estate. I would invest. I would like 10x my money, and then I would buy an island.
A whole island.
I would buy an island, guys.
And do what with the island?
Take the blue pill. Yo, I would be chilling.
Since I've been back home, I think one of the first videos I make was like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Sorry, my nose. Like, I get up in my mother and we were just in the yard picking mangoes.
Yeah.
And like...
I see that video.
Oh, and I was just like, this is life.
Yeah.
And then the chickens lay a bunch of eggs. So we have like real eggs that just come out of a chicken.
Yup.
And I was just like...
Only in the Caribbean. Even when I reached home, my mother was like, Jody, come see this. I had a chicken, like, she gonna show me the cat, because I didn't see the cat yet. A whole bunny. My father just get a bunny. And his name is Bugsy.
But it was just on the road?
No, he have a little, like, home for it. And it was just the cutest thing. Every time I come home, there's a new animal. I'm telling you, there's a new... We have a dog, we have cats. But it's either it will be a goat, an iguana, a bird, or now a bunny. Last time he had a chicken. He have
a bunny.
Yeah, he have 2 goats already. I love them, but one of them he got beef with me every time I reach. But yeah, just that feeling of Smokey. I put him on my Instagram.
Like the goat got beef with you. Anyway, continue.
He got goat meat with me. But his name is Smokey. I just say he always want to smoke.
Oh my God.
But I would definitely buy an island. Like I checked, the cheapest one is $475,000. Y'all don't buy that island. $475,000.
That was really not
Whoever
bad.
got that money, please don't buy it. I
People
want
that
it.
implode could have bought that.
Twice. John.
That's my point.
And then on different points of the island, I'd have like activities.
Yeah.
And then you cannot come into the island. It will have the necessary like technology. Some things I need a kitchen. I don't just want bonfire every night. But it's minimal. It's very minimal.
Okay, but I was gonna ask what it is, but we can't let people know why. We talk about it after.
I know what the island is. I just know the cheapest one is $475,000.
I was like, how people would get to it?
It's in the Caribbean. I'll send my boat, my submarine.
Oh, it's in the Caribbean. Okay, not your fucking submarine. I don't think people trust that. And there was the jokes and the TikToks that come with that. People was like, we know black people wasn't on that. Nah. Because we was not.
Oh, they say, you know who wasn't in the submarine? Black people.
Black people.
Yeah.
We had enough trauma.
Yeah.
We had enough trauma with the waters.
Yeah. We don't need to be down there.
We don't need to be down there willingly, voluntarily.
No.
Voluntarily.
Well, freaking PlayStation controller. No. We'll stay right up here.
Yo, I don't know. Like, I don't know. We really...
Yeah. What else we missed though? I feel like a good bit of stuff happened.
But the thing is that the funny thing is that I wonder if like people just be waiting to hear if we talk about certain things on the podcast.
But
I just be so itching to talk about shit.
And guys, like, if you know we're going to upload, say we film maybe like within 10 to 7 day range before we release. send us like topics y'all might want us to talk about.
Yeah.
Like if you want us to give an opinion on something, we want to start doing like the live thing to see like have people engage with us.
Like going live?
Yeah, well, somebody has said we should do a hotline where people call.
We actually could. But then we have to really set the time and let people know I wonder if people gonna call.
And we gotta set rules because people gonna be saying some wild
shit. Put it down in the comments if you would call us while we're recording to have a conversation mid-episode.
I would like that. I'm not even gonna lie.
It would catch me off guard because you don't know who calling you. Just have to answer. But
I think it would be really cool. And we've been getting out of our comfort zone, so
true.
We might as well. But yeah, let us know. Like even if you see something that happened, I'm the one who don't know shit. So Hadie comes to me. So we need more brains in the pot.
But I think it's really because of Twitter though. And I don't know. I tell you my algorithm just so messed up now with IG because all I literally see is these news stuff. Like of course I see when people post pictures. But I mainly see news are like a headline or whatever when I go on IG, and then that's the first thing I see, and that's why and I just was always into what's going on in the world and history. Like history, that was my favorite subject.
Exactly.
I don't know, so that's why I always know. But the other day, I was chilling by Soggy, and the first thing I opened my phone was the whole Kylie Jenner and what other girl name is?
Jordan.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, they're friends again.
And I was just
imagine they was friends the whole time.
Somebody said that because she had a whole pregnancy for 9 months. She could have had a whole friendship because we wouldn't need to know if they're chilling and stuff like that. But I was really thinking about the whole reason they stopped talking in the first place, and I was just I get.
So for the people who don't know, I know slightly. She kissed Tristan, or Tristan kissed her. They shared a kiss.
To me, you have a sister, right? I don't. But I still feel if one of you, okay, so me, let's say it's me. I'm going out somewhere and I see your sister boyfriend chilling and he asked me to come over with my friends to our house.
Yeah, that's not that.
It's already enough for me.
Oh, as in you nah.
Why am I with your sister boyfriend in a house with a bunch of friends and you, neither your sister there?
True. It's very true.
And a lot of people was they don't get why the Kardashians had Dog Jordan and whatever. But I was just to me, that's just typical girl code though. I had completely get why. It was just weird to me. But at the same time, we still got to hold a man accountable because why you asking?
But Tristan is a dog and we all know he's a dog.
He's the standard of trash.
Yeah, so that wasn't surprising. I feel from her side, it was a matter of
and that wasn't what, because we had all know how Kylie and Jordan was back then. They was inseparable. Inseparable. The whole video she had made for her first child, and Jordan was a big part of that. And the word she said in the video to the child. And it's just
but that's what happened? Yeah.
What you doing? Sis.
No, but for real, that's where my head was at, where I was what was you doing there in the first place? But then I was it was a big party. So for her, I guess she knew other people there or whatever, so she didn't expect it to go that way, but still, I get what you mean though.
But then I still, if you end up running into him, but he's not who I'm going to be chilling with my legs on him and then kissing.
Yeah.
If it's a big party, telling me how nobody else there. I don't know. I had just find it, to me, it had said a lot about who she was as a person. But I know we all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I've said that on this podcast.
Yeah, no, none of us
are. So,
I
get it. But then I just was is that enough to, then for you to be
I was going to ask if, one of your friends did that. So they kiss your sister, man. You dead it?
Dead.
I understand.
It's not.
You didn't even hesitate. Nah.
I would do that for one of my friends.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Jenny, what do you mean you kissing this man? No, man.
I don't know. For me, it's
For real?
No, wait. Let me think about it. I never really think about it. It is wild. Don't get me wrong. Don't be doing that foul shit. But I don't know. I'm thinking
it's not
about
that deep?
No, it's deep. Elisha, I'm so sorry. You my sister, I love you.
I would never kiss
if anybody
man.
Do that. No, me, no. Now.
No, I mean as that being your sister, I would never kiss
let me think about it. If you kiss my sister.
Why do you kissing him? That is wild, Jody.
But you see what it is? If it's a close friend, it's levels to it.
How?
Where you could have been really stupid at some point and you dog my sister basically. Elisha, I am so sorry. I'm your sister. I ride, I die for you. But it's like, you know how conflicted it is to be in that position where it's your best friend. I'm sorry, but the love I have for my friend.
That position? I feel like as your friend,
I'm gonna punch you up a little bit.
But I feel like the problem is, as your friend, I shouldn't put you in that position.
100%.
Like, that's where it went wrong. Because it's like, you my friend, you didn't even think that how messed up that would have been for me.
100%.
That's where, because I had a situation like that a long time ago where it's like, it wasn't my sister, but
it was still somebody really close to you.
And we was inseparable.
It was your sister,
basically,
by choice.
And the other person put her in a situation where she kind of had to choose who to be with, kind of. And it's just like, if that your friend, why would you do that? I just feel like, why would you do that to them?
It's true. I feel like none of my friends are stupid, so that's why I could speak on it. And all of my friends like black man, and my sister like white man. But I don't know. For me, I just thinking back on the fact that, like you say, where people make mistakes, where it's like, okay, look, I wouldn't be cool with my friend right away, but that's something that we would really have to talk about. But the way, and I guess because they're in the media, that Kylie just cut Jordan out of her life, and Jordan played such a crucial role. I do understand Jordan played that crucial role, and she still did what she did. It just levels to it where now I have to like break my heart because you chose to do something stupid as hell. And I don't know.
Consequences.
That's true.
It's consequences to your actions. Like if I do that, to me it's like if I know I do something like that, I should be able to accept those consequences to it.
100%. I just don't think I would cut a friend completely out of my life.
But I'm very big on dead to me.
Nah, I get
like, I don't know. Because to me, it's just like, why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I just feel like that says a lot about you because then because it go back to the whole thing where like cheating. You're thinking on yourself before you even thinking on anybody else around the situation. And if I your best friend, like, why would you put me in that? I don't know. In my head, I think she probably wasn't even thinking about Kylie. But I know. That's
like,
the
anywhere
wild
I say this, it's going to be wild. But
I get what you mean. In moments, sometimes we just not thinking.
And people make some dumb mistakes, I'm telling you. And I'm not saying that what she did is light.
But you mean
not
on a human perspective, it was just a dumb mistake that somebody would do, and it's just like she didn't completely take it all the way.
Yeah, I really think about if one of my friends did it, I would just cuss this shit. Like, are you dumb? Like, why would you do that?
Okay, but then what if your sister asks you to stop fucking with him?
I feel like my sister wouldn't ask me that, though. We're going to have a chat.
You see, I wouldn't ask it, I would expect it.
I get that.
Is that well?
No, honestly, like, it really isn't. Because, look, I've never been in a situation, so I could only speak from a point of grace because I don't want to lose my friends and I love my sister to pieces. So I think being in that situation, I would see my friend maybe differently when I'm in the situation. But like, say if it was a scenario, because my sister is in a relationship, and if I had to think of like my friend kissing her man, that would be really wild. Like, it would be really wild, especially because I know who my friends are and I have a high respect for them. So that's a level of like, girl.
I feel like especially if they know while, and this is not just to your sister, like while Chloe went through with Tristan, especially at the time, it's like any relationship,
and they had a child, right?
Went through.
Yeah, no, that's even worse. If my sister had a child too, yeah. And
I mean, like, I know your sister's situation. Like, why?
Why?
Yeah. Would I do that? That's what I mean. It's like you're not even thinking about anybody but yourself. And then to me, that once again shows me
that it's selfish.
Yeah. But I get what you mean. That it's hard to then.
Girl, I just feel like I'm that type of person. I always try to think, oh, maybe they're going through something. Maybe they need to do that. Sometimes it's like you say, you just gotta kind of cut people off. It's just I really thinking in my life, if it was my best friend on the level of how Jordan and Kylie was, it's levels to it where it's like I know the love I have for the people around me, and I know people fuck up. It depends on how she handles the situation will determine if I speak to her or not.
Tristan.
No, that's wild though.
Like, I just feel like,
and I bet they had a bunch of fine man them in that party. Like, why would you go for him? But yeah, I mean, how did we even get? Oh, they friends now. So
yeah.
for you,
but you see, yeah, it's years past and then probably. What were you going to ask?
what would be something where you checking like dead to me in a friend? Just a basic.
The thing is, right, like...
When people start with that, it's like,
The thing is, I'm also very forgiving. So,
Yeah.
and I think I tell you this a time where it's like, to me, it's just always how the conversation
Yup.
goes. So it's like, I don't know if they had any conversation and Jordan just didn't take any accountability at all. And Kylie was just like, yeah, dead to me now. But a lot...
I feel like her sisters egg it on. I feel like her sisters is
I
the
watched the
reason.
episodes.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't even watch it, but I could tell her sisters is the reason. They didn't give any breathing room for them to talk. So they couldn't figure it out or find out what, like, I don't feel like Kylie really got Jordan's side, and maybe she did. Because she, like you say, she could hide her
I remember
pregnancy.
the episodes that they did talk.
Yeah.
And even Jordan had reached out to Chloe and da-da-da-da.
Oh, yeah, I remember
But
that.
going back to what you asked me, like, what's something I'd be like, for sure. I've had friendships that, like, the person was dead to me, but now years later, like, we still would, like, talk or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean, is like, I don't know. It's really how the conversation is going. Maybe sometimes you need time.
Yeah, because people do grow. As much as
Apart.
we don't want to believe it, I do feel like people grow. Like, you know how they say once a cheater, always a cheater? Okay, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you be doing some wild shit, and I just wonder if it's just in you. But I do really feel like some people learn from doing really stupid shit. Even me, I learned a lot in a sense of like, even when I was younger. Yeah. I used to do some dumb shit. I wouldn't say like wild shit, like kissing my sister man or some shit. But, you know, and I feel like, I don't know, sometimes people kind of grow from it, but you need that space for you to heal a wound or whatever.
I guess. Yeah, no, for true.
Yeah.
No.
I guess. No, they're dead to me.
I realize that the thing is, right, I tend to think on like situations where I fuck up, and I swear to you guys, they only had like one situation in my life where I kind of did. It wasn't even that drastic.
Yeah.
But I could get why the person was upset.
Yeah.
But I mean, outside of that, like, I was having this conversation with my brother, like, we very, like, sometimes to an annoying level, like, I hope I don't offend this person. I hope, like, I question myself 20, 30 times with everything I say and do. And unless I fucked up, but I mean, like, I always try and, like, when you was, like, Haiti, like, we was asking if I soft, like, I don't flip out like that really. Like, I don't know, I'm very mindful of not offending and hurting people's feelings. Like, I really try not to. Even though sometimes I could be mean. But, like, that was such a contradiction.
I know, 'cause I was like, Haiti, you soft, but you're not soft. In a sense, like, you say things on your mind, and I don't think that's bad. I don't think if your intent is not ill, that if somebody gets offended, I don't think that has much to do with...
I'm definitely blunt. And as I say, like, when I'm upset, it's a different Haiti.
Yeah.
But, like, I try to say that, like, especially in situations where I know it could go left, or, like, okay, no, like, things we'll be talking about, like, cheating, or, like, da-da-da-da. Like, I would question myself 20, 30 times before I do something that would hurt a friend. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, maybe my words, I'm not talking about my words.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you. But
no,
yeah.
And, yeah. But also, like, I had a conversation with a friend right before I come to Martin, and my words sometimes really are mean. So that's not what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about my actions. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I just question myself, like, okay, if I do this, how would a person...
You think before you act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not my words. I take that back. But, like...
You think about how somebody would feel.
Yeah, so, like, in a situation like that, if somebody do something like that to me, I would just be like, I would never do that to you. Like,
Yeah.
and that's where it's like... I think that's where the hurt and the you dead to me come from, because it's like, I would have never do that to you type thing. And it's like, I guess expecting what you would do for a person.
Which I ain't gonna lie, that's like the worst thing. Not the worst thing, but that's when shit go left. Because a lot of stuff I would do for somebody, they wouldn't do for me. But vice versa, a lot of things people would do for me, I would not do for them. You know, in a sense of like, I don't know, just how people view certain things, and you know how they say you could only meet people as deep as they met themselves and stuff like that.
True.
So like taking all those expectations, I'm able to meet people where they are. But I know what you mean and where you're coming from.
Yeah, but I learned that too now, that like apparently people can just still do what they want to do. Yeah. I've definitely learned that.
Sometimes it really have nothing to do with you.
No.
As wild as it.
But it's hard to get offended.
Yeah, it's hard for me, especially, like, I used to take shit personal. But then I realized, like,
But then you don't be like, they're dead to me? Or you just really think, oh, you get where it was coming from, kind of? Or you...
Not that I get what's...
Or you understand that that's where they head at?
No. For me, it's a level of, like, I don't always get where people coming from, but I'm okay with not getting it, and I just, like, stay... It depends on what they do and how we deal with it, like I say. For me, with a friend, like, my thing with a friend would be if they can't hold themselves accountable, then they dead to me. Dead to me. But they're not dead to me. You just stay over there because sometimes it takes people a while to go find that accountability. So, I don't know. For me, it's just levels of it where I've had so many situations where I've fallen out with people and, like, maybe later down the line we spoke and even the fallout from their view was completely different than the fallout from my view. And that's what had me like, okay, what they on really not what I on, but also I'm seeing things completely different now because we had a talk. But they had to figure shit out first before we could have had this talk. Otherwise, it might just end up in cussing or, you know, a discussion. So, I don't know. I feel like I've never really written people off as angry as I've gotten towards people.
Yeah, you know what I think it is? Sorry, I was talking about my brother. I mentioned him already. Like,
don't apologize for mentioning your brother, please. I feel like we reach a point where even the listeners know your brother.
Every episode.
Yeah, so
like,
it's fine.
We was having a conversation about, like, what is the purpose of a friend to you? And for me, it's just like, yes, that's why to me, like, as fuck up as it is, like, that's why there's write people off. Because I feel like at the end of the day, if I in your life, and it's not like this sound weird, but it's a transactional type thing, and not on money or whatever, but on energy, on accountability, on, like, respect, on whatever it is. And it's just like, if I'm not getting what I'm putting into this,
100.
Why are you in my life?
No, that's a different one.
No, but that to me is what we talking about. It's like, even where they at, and that's why they came from where they come from. It's like, but then that's not adding anything to my life, even though that's where they at. So it's just like, why are they in my life? But I guess what you're trying to say is, like, understanding that, like, okay, that's where they come from, so this is where they is.
For me, it's
they don't have to be up here. This is where they is.
Not necessarily.
I don't mean like.
No, I know what you mean.
You put friends in different categories. Like, you thought they was in category 5, but realizing, like, this is a category 1 friend.
Move.
But I think I have high expectations of expecting everybody to be in category 5.
And that's the difference, I think, with me now, but that's something I'm learning to take away the expectations in a sense. I don't know, but yeah, it depends. You know me. I'm the type of person, I distance myself if I don't feel like the energy aligns heavy. But I feel like in a lot of friendships, the ones that stayed are the ones that allowed me to be me, and even with the mistakes that I'm able to make, I'm not saying I'm out here making mistakes in my friendships, but minor ones, like my reaction to certain things, or maybe not being as thoughtful as I wanted to be, or as they wanted me to be.
But I still don't find that the level of what we're talking about. Because I feel like that is just human growth, those kind of topics, like, or what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And everybody should extend each other grace with those kind of things. And I feel like as friends, you should allow each other the space to figure those things out.
Yeah, very true.
But I'm talking about, like, the drastic things of, like, the Kylie Jenner.
No, that's drastic, you know though. That's drastic.
And I've had situations where, to me, situations was just drastic. And it's like, this not adding anything.
No, that I understand, though, because you lose a level of trust with your friends.
Or just respect in the person.
Yeah. And that's what I say is, like, we don't have to be buddy-buddy again. We could be cordial.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, stay over there and we're just cool.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm just talking on the lighter level of, like, being able to make mistakes with your friends.
No, I feel like those things you need to allow people grace.
Yeah, not crazy mistakes, guys. Don't be out here kissing your friends, man, or something.
Yeah, no. That's what I mean. I talking about that level of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, I just wanted to know. I was curious.
No. But yeah, we would have to go into details to explain the differences, but no, it's fine.
That's for another episode.
That is for another episode.
Okay,
but
cool.
Yeah.
You want to play our little...
Yeah, we have a game.
Yeah, we do.
But now I really got to think, because I feel like I said 2 things.
Okay, well, this game, you got to think, and then the viewers could think too.
It's still two truths, one lie?
It's still two truths, one lie.
Okay.
But now I gotta think too. But this is the kind of, I guess we know each other, but sometimes you never know. Like some things you might not even know.
I really thinking, man.
And then, yeah, y'all could pause the video after we say something and then think of the answer.
Cool.
And then we can answer it. But y'all don't really know us, so. But you do, just a little bit. I'm letting you
You have
think.
one in your head?
No.
Okay.
Jeopardy? I have two truths, one lie for 500.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I have.
Okay.
Okay. I went to 2 elementary schools. I went to a school where 2 of my aunts was working in the school. And I need one more. I had it in my head, but I forgot. Okay, what I say?
That make me
I went
think
to
that
2
that's a
elementary
lie.
schools. I was in a school where 2 of my aunts was working in the school. And the last one is, my left feet is bigger than my right foot. Which one is the lie, Jody?
Shit. I feel like you told me about your left foot being bigger than your right foot, but I'm not sure.
Could be another body part.
Shut up.
Could be.
The first one.
No,
You went to 2 elementary schools.
that's the lie?
Yeah.
It's not.
Shit.
It's not. Okay, I went to Hillside Christian School in St. Peter's and I was bullied really bad. So then I went to Sister Borgia,
Yeah.
where I had an aunt working in the school.
Yeah.
There was only one. I said I had 2 aunts working in the school. But the funny thing is at Hillside I had an aunt and then at Sister Borgia I had another aunt. So that's where I get a lie from in my head.
Okay, cool. Shit.
But you thought I had 2 aunts working in one school?
Yeah, everybody, even when we went on the interview, they was like, oh yeah, your mother's a teacher.
Yeah.
I thought the whole family was just pulling up with a teaching degree. Like, hello?
This one aunt.
Okay, let me think.
Oh, my left foot is bigger than my right foot.
Oh, but like how much bigger? Like 41, 42?
Because I realized that at ballet, because when we had started doing point shoes, and they had ordered the shoes for us, and my left foot was just not fitting, but my right foot did. And they was just like, what the fuck, Hadie? Like, so they had to
that's how you
order
found
a
out.
whole size, a half size more for just Hadie left foot. And, it's such a sad. The girl that was like, she was tripping on me in a fun way, like she had died, rest in peace. But like, I just remember that moment, like, she was laughing at me, but it was a funny, look, it was a joke. Like,
Okay, I got you.
Foot bigger than your right foot.
Okay, shoot, but a lot of things you do know.
Try to think like,
I got.
like, okay.
Okay, so. Let me see. I got bullied for wearing flip-flops. I fell over a wall head first. And I twist my ankle jumping on a trampoline when I was younger.
The first one is true.
How you know that?
You tell me that already.
Oh, shit.
That way I look at the camera, I was like, I already know that's true. You say you twist your ankle and what? You fall over head first?
A wall. Yeah.
That's not very true.
Yeah, I was a very clumsy child, guys. I was a very clumsy child.
But I never heard you tell me you twist your ankle.
You never heard me tell you I fall over a wall?
But that just sound like you. I feel we both very klutzy. Like.
Big facts.
So I right?
Which one?
The third one is the lie. You twist your ankle. Yeah.
And I didn't really fall over a wall. Elisha pushed me. Like,
I feel like
so
I heard
fall.
this story too.
Oh, you see, I
Mine
didn't really
is
tell you
like
everything.
somewhere in my brain.
It's in the file cabinet in the
Yes.
back. Well, okay.
I have to come again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do
I
it.
feel like I take everything else in me to cover the first.
I know, me too.
Oh my gosh.
But even with regards to traveling, maybe we could categorize it so it's easier.
Traveling?
Yeah.
As in St. Martin or just traveling?
It's like in the world, like something you experience, but wild shit.
I've experienced a lot of wild shit traveling. Okay. No, that's too personal.
You got to tell me.
Okay. I've been to 3 parts of America. I have an uncle with 8 children. And I used to have a family reunion, like a Belizean family reunion, every 2 years. Fuck.
The first one.
What was the first one?
You've been to 3 parts of America.
Oh, no. That's true.
Oh, I suck at this. That is the second
My
one.
uncle don't have
8 children?
8 children.
And you know, I thought it was that one, but I was like,
Oh
let me
my
see.
God. But he has 6, but it's not his. It was because he married a lady that had 6.
I need to just go with my gut. But
Sorry.
you know what it is? I feel like in the Caribbean, man, them just have a lot of kids. Like,
Yeah,
honestly, especially
true.
the older folks.
But see, funny enough, is his wife, because he married her with these 6 kids. He only have 3.
Oh.
Yeah, 3. I said 3.
Okay.
But what was the last one?
You have Belize.
We used to have like family reunions every 2 years when you see my Belize family, but now that kind of stopped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all should do it again.
Yeah, we should. But I think after my grandfather died, everybody was just like...
Yeah. I understand that.
But I was thinking America travel.
Shit.
And you come up with a topic.
I know, and I can't even. This is hard. Maybe we should, like, we're going to do this again and we're going to actually write them down.
Okay.
Like,
But think in
before.
regards to traveling, and you was younger then.
Okay. Let me see. I've been to 36 countries.
Mm-hmm.
I once experienced a bunch of frogs in the tub of my hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one, but I forget it. Hold on.
36 country though, bruh. Okay, I'll tell you.
Like, bro.
What could
And jeez.
I feel like this is the lie then. Like what you say? I thought that was the lie.
Guys, I suck at this. It was.
It is the lie.
I really can't do this.
You know why I was like, okay, yeah, she probably has been to 36 countries.
I have.
And then the frog thing, I feel like
It happened in Miami.
This could happen. And then thinking on like, yeah.
Oh my God. Anyways, I tried. A for effort. I honestly think.
You come up with the game.
I know. I'm going to come better next time,
Yeah,
guys.
think. Good for next time.
But yeah.
This was it, guys.
Yes, this was the recap. This was the summer.
End of summer.
Summer loving.
We had an amazing time.
And guys, I hope y'all are ready because we got some exciting stuff in store. I feel like this summer has allowed us to see some new opportunities for Bite the Bullet, but also just new environments, new vibes.
We
new
might be back on the
guests.
couch soon. Well,
Yeah.
after this is on the couch.
After this is on the couch.
Yeah.
Then you
if
never
I
know.
miss the couch with the blanket.
But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for the patience y'all have had with us after the break and everything. Thank everybody from SM, from France, from Albania, from
Australia.
Ghana, Australia, all the
Aussie.
people. Like, we realized a lot of people be listening to us from like all over the world, and it's really exciting. And if y'all want to engage, feel free. If y'all want to pull up, let us know. We
please.
here for it. We here for the vibes. And y'all know you can catch us bi-weekly on Tuesdays. It's Bite the
Yes.
Bullet, and we out.
Bye.
Woo! Take out.
Usually we take off the headphones, but